Hello students, welcome to our channel Study Hub. So students, before we talked about class 8 2025 to 2026 English new syllabus textbook, I am going to say students. So students, today we are going to learn first lesson, the best Christmas present in the world. Students, so let's see this lesson. So students, before going into the lesson, if you not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe our channel for more interesting videos like this. So watch the video till the end. So let's go into the lesson. So students, the lesson name is the best Christmas present in the world. Before you read, there are some dates or periods of a time in the history of the world that are so significant that everyone knows and remembers them. The story you will read mentions one such date and event, a war between British and Germans in 1914. Can you guess which war it was? So students, what they are saying means there was some dates and periods in this history of the world. So the same type of story this is. So students, in this, if they given a war between British and Germany in 1914, which war we can think, we can't identify it properly. So we are going to see such lesson here. I spotted it in a junk shop in Bridport, a roll-top desk. The man said it was early 19th century and oak. I had wanted one, but they were far too expensive. So students, here a man, we don't know who is the man. A person is there. He spotted a junk shop in Bridport and he want to purchase a roll top desk. We all know what is a roll top desk. It is one such type of desk. I will show you it in the end of the video, students. So he found a roll top desk. He want to purchase it in a junk shop, and it was the seller of the owner of the shop, junk shop, told that it was early 19th century, means early 19th century in 1901, 1902, at that years, and it was made up of oak. Oak means we know all oak trees and oak wood. So he wanted one, but if he want to buy a new one, it was too expensive. So he want to buy it from an old junk shop. This one was in a bad condition. The roll top is in several pieces, one leg clumsily mended, scotch marks all the down one side. So students, if you see what was in the bad condition, what is that in bad condition means a roll top desk. The person who bought the roll top desk in a junction was in a bad condition. It was in several pieces, means it has layered into pieces, and one of the leg is clumsily mended. So students, what is the meaning of mended means getting broken, and imbalance means one leg is too high and one leg is too low. So that is the meaning of mended. And scotch marks. So scotch marks means burn marks. It is burned means at the war time. It is 19th century means it is the time of the war. So it was burned and it is too damaged. And I thought I could restore it. It would be a risk, a challenge, but I have to have it. And he think to restore it and repair it. And he think it was a challenge, but he have to do it because he need it. I paid the man and brought it back to my workroom at the back of the garage. So he purchased that Britport, who what he bought it in Britport, a roll top desk, and he went to his garage, means his workroom, is the back of his workroom. He has a garage, and he replaced that roll top desk in the garage. And I began to work on it on a Christmas Eve. So when he started his work, so it was a Christmas week. On the day he started repairing this roll top desk, I removed the roll top completely and pulled out the drawers. The weaner had lifted almost everywhere. And here if you see, I removed and he removed the author removed the roll top completely, means the upside layer of the desk. He removed everything completely and he pulled out the drawers. The cases which are there in that he removed all means, and the veneer had lifted almost. So students, veneer means a thin layer of plastic or decorative wood on furniture or cheap wood. Students, that is the meaning of veneer. So he removed the veneer too. So you can see this is the photo of the roll top desk, student. So it looked like water damage to me. Both fire and water had clearly taken their toll on his desk. The last drawer was stuck fast. He's, he's saying that he started to repair that roll top desk. It was fully damaged, and both fire and it was in fire and it was in water, it had got tagged. So he removed all the drawers from that, and he's removing, you can see the image, he is removing the drawers, but the last drawer was stuck. I tried at all I could to be eased to it out gently. Means he tried a very bit, very difficultly. It was very difficult, and he tried a very little bit, and he started to think that it may don't come, and he thinks something. In the end, I used brute force. I stuck it sharply with my side of my first, and the drawer flew open to reveal a shallow space under it, a secret drawer. So very tightly with his brute force. Means the meaning brute force means here his muscle forces. He used his muscle forces and he dragged it very tightly. When it was open, there was a secret drawer inside that. There was something in there. I reached in and I took out of the small black thin box. A sellotape to the top of it was a piece of lined note paper and written on it in shaky handwriting. So students, the box, the secret box in the drawer, and he opened that drawer and he taken the secret box. It was tied with the sellotape. It was covered with sellotape. After opening the sellotape, he saw a paper, a note paper, which was written with a shaky handwriting. So what is that? Let's read. Jim's last letter, received January 25, 1915, to be buried with me when the time comes. So what the letter means? A letter. What is the letter means? Jim's last letter. Someone's. It is a last letter. It was received on January 25th and 1915. So they written that it should be buried with me after my death when the time comes. I knew I did it that it was wrong of me to open the box, but curiosity got the better of my sculptures. He think that we should not open this box, and but his curiosity and his very interesting and his emotions had opened the box. It usually does. Inside the box there was an envelope. The address read Mr. Jim Matchperson, 12 Copper Benches, Bridport, Dorset. So there was an address in the inside the box in an envelope. So the address is Mr. Jim Matchperson, 12 Copper Beaches, Bridgeport, Dorset. So in this space it is look, they had given the address. I took out the letter and unfolded it. It was written in pencil and dated at the top December 26, 1940. So he opened the letter. He means he unfolded the letter and he saw that something was written with the pencil on on the top of the letter on with the date of December 26, 1914. Dearest Coney, I write to you in a much happier frame of mind because something wonderful has just happened that I must tell you about at once. So he is saying that as something new and very happier, a very excitement, a new thing had done in his, a wonderful thing had done in his life. So he want to tell her. So he's saying that we are all standing to in our trenches yesterday morning, Christmas morning. It was crisp and quiet all about as beautiful a morning as I have ever seen, as cold and frosty as a Christmas morning should be. So he's saying that we were standing, means we all were standing on the trenches yesterday morning. So Christmas morning, it was crisp and quiet. And means crisp and quiet means it is very a crunchy sound, and it was very excitement sound. A beautiful morning of Christmas morning. So it was the day of Christmas, and he written it was a day of Christmas which was very cold and very frosty morning, and I should like to be able to tell you that we began it, but the truth I am ashamed to say is that Fridge begins it. So he's saying that I like to say the truth, but I am very ashamed to tell it. A Fridge means a name for a German soldier, so it is usually commonly is known as German name. This Fridge means, yeah, you can see the word Fridge. This is known as a German name. It is a Germany name. You can see the meaning, a German soldier name. So we can see it there. First, someone saw a white flag waving from the trenches opposite. Then they were calling out to us from across no man's land, Happy Christmas, Tommy! Happy Christmas! When we had got over the surprise, someone of us shouted back, "Same to you, fridge, same to you." I thought that would be that. So, on the Christmas Day morning, it was very coldy and fresh, frosty in that area, and someone told that Happy Christmas, Tommy, and Happy Christmas, and backward to repeat it. When we had got surprised, someone has shouted back. When he told like that, they told that surprisingly, "Same to you, fridge." So the person who had said that Happy Christmas, they told, "Same to you, fridge, same to you." Then he told, I thought that would be that. We all did, but then sudden one of them was up. There is his grey coat, great coat, and waving a white flag. "Don't shoot, lads!" someone shouted, and no one did. Then there was another phrase up on the parapet, and another. So, on a person wearing a great coat, it was a great coat, and he is waving a white flag, and he is saying that don't shoot the lads. Okay, he is saying that don't shoot the lads. Someone shouted, when someone is shouting like that, and there was an another fridge, means there was an another German soldier, there was another German person. Keep your heads down, keep your heads down, I told the man. It's a trick, but it was what it wasn't. So he's saying that he think that it was a trick, but it wasn't. Means it was not a trick at that time. So he think that he said to raise up his hands back, and he think it was a trick, but it was not a trick. One of German was waving a bottle above his head. It is a Christmas day. Tommy, we have snaps, we have sausage, we meet you. Yes, by this time there were dozens of them walking towards us across no man's land and not a rifle between them. So at that time, a fridge, I mean another fridge has waving his bottle above his head and saying, "It is a Christmas day, Tommy. We have snaps and we have sausage, and we are going to meet you by this time." No, and dozens of people were walking on the street to him, and with no one with the bottles of sausage and the snaps. Here, the snaps means a German drink from grains. So, snaps means it is a drink made from the grains. Little Private Morris was the first up. "Come on, boys, what are we waiting for?" And he's saying there, come on, everyone, what are we waiting for? Why we are waiting here, he's saying. And then there was no stopping them. I was the officer. I should have stopped them there and then, I suppose, but the truth it never even ever occurred to me. I should is saying that as I am an officer, and but I didn't like to stop him. I should have stopped him, but I didn't stop supposed to stop him because this was a truth and this was a happy light. All along the line and us, I could see men walking slowly towards one another. Grey coats, khaki coats meeting in the middle, and I was one of them. I was part of this in the middle of the war, and we were making peace. So students is saying that some of the people, a lot of people are walking very slowly. Some of the men are walking very slowly with the grey coats and khaki coats. It is one type of coat name. So they're walking, and this person who this German fridge soldier is also one of the person in that, and he was in the middle of the peace, and in the middle of the war we are making the peace. You can't imagine, dearest Connie, my feelings as I looked into the eyes of the fridge officer. So this was a letter. This was a letter written to Connie. So he's explaining everything what happened in the letter. He looked into the eyes of the fridge officer and he say, I can't imagine his expressions. Who approached me, hand outstretched, hands wolves, he said, gripping my hands warmly and holding it. I am from Dusseldorf. I play the cello in orchestra. Happy Christmas. So a person came. His name was Hans Wolf, and he was an cello in the orchestra country. And cello means it is a musical instrument, student. And he came to him. He to who to the Tony. He came there, and he is saying that Happy Christmas. He told. So let's see what happened. "Captain Jim Matchperson," I replied, "and a happy Christmas to you too. I am a school teacher from Dorset in west of England. So when that person told Tommy very happy Christmas, then he told that Captain Jim Match person, and he replied that I am a school teacher from the Dorset of west of England. He told, and he told same to you and happy Christmas. Ah, Dorset, he smiled. I know this place. I know it was very well. We shared my rum ration and his excellent sausage, and we were talked. Connie, how we talked. He spoke almost perfect English. So he is saying to Connie that Dorset told that he smiled and he showed his place, and he told I to know that place he is saying, and he shared his rum ration, means the ration stored with the officers. He shared it with him, and he have some of the sausages, and he shared with him, and he is saying, asking Connie that how we talk, he is saying, and he is saying that he speak a perfect English. But it turned out that he had never set foot in Dorset, never even been to England. He had learned all his knew of England from school and from reading books in English. His favorite writer was Thomas Hardy. His favorite book, Far from the Madding Crowds. So out there is no man in the man's land. We talked at Bathsheba and Gabriel Oak on segment Troy and the Dorset. He is saying to Connie that the person who came to meet me was came first to the Dorset, and he ever not visited England, and he read only in the books, and he had some of the his favorite book was the Tom's Hardy, writer of the his favorite book is Tom's Hardy, and the book name is Madding Crowds. He reads in that, and he talked about the Bathsheba and the Oak, and he told about me like, and he was ever visited to England and Dorset. He had a wife and one son born just 6 months ago. As I looked about me, there was huddles of khaki and grey everywhere, all over no man's land, smoking, laughing, talking, drinking, eating. Hans Wolf and I shared that what left of you wonderful Christmas cake, Connie. And he told that a person who came to meet Tommy, told that. So I had a wife and one son. So he had a wife and his son was just born 6 months before, and he looked, but he is looking into the huddles, and there are lots of grey people, grey coats and khaki coats who wear. And everywhere there was like that people, and everyone was smoking, laughing, talking, and doing other activities. He thought that marzipan was the best he had ever tasted. I agreed, we agreed about everything, and he was my enemy. So he's saying that so marzipan means a sweet covering of cake made up of sugars and eggs and almond. So he's saying that it was very taste and it was very delicious to eat, and he agrees, and I too said, and I agree with you. But he is who is he? He is the enemy of Connie. He is the enemy of they are becomes they belongs to two different states. Then someone I don't know who bought out a football greatcoats were dumped into piles to make goalposts. And the next thing we knew, it was Tommy Agnes Fridge out in the middle of no man's land. Hans Wolf and I looked and cheered, clapping our hands and stamping our feet to keep out the cold as much as anything. And suddenly a football had entered into the area, and they are saying that Fridge, we had dumped, the great coats had dumped their football into the piles of the goal post and saying, "Oh, Fridge," as no man had, and Fridge and Hansuf had looked and cheered and clapping his hands and stamping his feet to from what to he wanted to decrease to get out of this core. There was a moment when I noticed our breaths mingling in the air between us. Then he noticed that his air was coming out of his nose and was getting mixed in the air and mingling with the air. Mingling means mixing. He saw it too and smiled. Jim Match person, he said after a while, I think this is now how we should resolve this war. A football match, no one dies in a football match, no children are orphaned, no wives become widows. I do perfect cricket, I told him. Then we or Thomas could be sure of winning probably. We laughed at that and together we watched the game. So he's saying that By playing this football game, no one dies, and no wives will become widows, and no children will be become orphan. And his match person is saying that I only prefer cricket, and he told that then we Tommies could sure be winning. And he is saying that our bats, who that uh, fridge batch can achieve this. Football match and they can win properly. And together we watched a game, and he's saying that together we watched the game. So students, this is the video till here. So this is only part 1. The part 2 video will be released soon. So students, thank you for watching till the end. So students, if you really like this video, please like, share and subscribe this channel for more interesting videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you all.